Hi everyone, and welcome back to another episode of What's Up Panda. Today, I would like to take your time to talk about a topic that is very dear to me and one that I constantly preach about. As you might have guessed from the title of the episode itself, the topic is hobbies. For a long time, I believed that everyone should have at least one hobby. It could be either productive or purely non productive. The only reason why I believe they're important is that they provide something for us to fall back on. We are all taught to have goals and aims in life in order to have something to look forward to and something to keep ourselves motivated for. But we usually neglect on our own development as a human being. We fail to explore any other areas that fall out of the scope of our goals. Like, if I have a goal to become a millionaire by the time I turn 30, and I just focus on this one thing until then, without exploring any of the other options out there, which might give me thousands of different experiences, a potential extra income source, a new perception about life, and so much more, I would just be giving it all up with the thought that nothing else matters but my goal. I'm not saying that goals aren't important and that you shouldn't work towards them, but all I'm saying is hobbies are equally important. Explore new things, explore yourself, meet new people, read new languages, try a different cuisine, paint, write, learn whatever it is you want to do, just do it. That wasn't a hidden promotion. No one should tell you how to live your own life until and unless you're out there hurting anyone and everyone you see. Focus on your own growth, self development, and experiencing new things. Believe me, once you put your foot in the door and challenge yourself to try something new, you will not regret it. Except wasabi, do not try wasabi. I make it a point to start or at least try to start a new thing every day. Having a podcast of my own was a long time item on my bucket list. I've always wanted to do it, but every time I was about to start, I would have found out a reason not to. The main reason was I was never confident enough to do this. In fact, I'd always hated the way I sound. I wanted a deep and sonorous voice. I wanted to sound like Morgan Freeman or Amitabh Bachchan, but I pushed myself and started off with this podcast. To tell you the truth, I wasn't confident at all during my first two episodes, but now it feels amazing. I keep waiting for the next Tuesday or Friday to record another episode and share it with all of you. Even if I don't hear anything back from you, I know that I took a big risk by doing this. I came out of my comfort zone. And it's the same thing when I stream on Twitch. I'd always been a camera shy person, but once I started streaming, I always prefer to have it on. I have become more confident in front of a camera now. And I would like to tell you all that hobbies have made me into the person that I am today. I taught myself multiple things and never felt like stopping. I kept on exploring new things and I still do. I love to travel, to write, read, paint, sing, meet new people, explore new cuisines, learn new things, and so much more. I have never stopped myself from trying out new things, even when it came to watching a new series or a different type of movie, and believe me, 9 times out of 10, I ended up loving those choices. Hobbies can be as simple as watching a movie to as complicated as making a profession out of it. It's completely up to you. No one, not even me, not even your parents, your guardians, your loved ones can tell you how to live your life and what type of hobbies to pursue and what not to pursue. I was talking to a friend of mine yesterday and I told her that I used to hate networking with people earlier. I never took initiative to even pick up my phone and call a long lost friend. But now I'm pushing myself to get on that track because that's new territory for me. That's what I want to do next. I started learning a new coding language yesterday. I enrolled in for the entire course and I'm way too excited to see how that turns out. Maybe it will open new doors for me, or maybe I'll just end up having it as an additional skill, which I might use as a potential hobby. The thing is that I don't want to stop. More than goals, hobbies motivate me. and doing new things motivate me. Even at my work, I try out new things wherein I can explore my creative aspect. And luckily, my job gives me that option to explore my creativity. That's one of the things that motivates me at my workplace. There's a wonderful quote that I read on the internet. It's by William Osler. He says, "No man is really happy or safe without a hobby." And I agree. No human being is happy or safe without a hobby. When I used to date, the first question that I always asked a match on the dating app was if they had any hobby. Most of them would say no, and that would mark the end of our conversations. But some of them said music, walking, watching movies, among other similar ones. And earlier I used to think, how can walking be a hobby? Until I tried it for myself. There came a time when I became so obsessed with walking, I used to count my steps, used multiple different apps to record my statistics, and even found one that creates an auditory simulation of you being stuck in a zombie apocalypse, and in order to survive, you need to keep walking or running. That's when I understood the significance of walking as a hobby. Life is all about perceptions. What I perceive to be a hobby might not be one for you or for a third person, and vice versa. But that's just it. Until and unless we open ourselves up to new experiences, we would never know what we are missing out on. I'm very interested in hearing about your hobbies or your plans for creating a new hobby. Let me know in the Q&A or the comments below. See you on Tuesday. Till then, stay tuned.